بیا پیشم یلا این دل من تنگه برای تو یلا تو کجایی یلا شدم اینجا تنها بدون تو تنهایم
Bravo, ladies! Bravo! Oh, I'm so sorry. I just was so captivated by your dance moves, and your skirt, and your sound makers, and your arm movements. It's so sensual. And what type of dance is this?
This is belly dancing, and it's not meant to be sensual.
Oh, it's not? Well, what's it meant to be?
Cultural.
Cultural. Nice. Well, what type of culture is it from?
Well, the dance that we were doing before you rudely interrupted, it was originated from the Middle East.
The Middle East. Oh, like a new dance from the Middle East.
No. It's a very old form of dancing.
Old form? From like how old?
Like from the pharaonic time?
The pharaonic times. Wow, like the ancient Greece and Egypt, and there's pharaohs and kings.
And camels and tents.
Oh, wow, and golden costumes. I can see it now.
today we have the interview with the belly dancer Monica Harris, and she'll share with us a lot of information about the belly dance world, her career as a belly dancer, how long she's doing the belly dance, and all this information. So don't change, we'll be back soon. Bye. Hi my friends, thank you for keeping the same channel, waiting for our interview. So today we have the marvelous, amazing, beautiful, funny dancer Monica Harris. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. This is an honor and a treat.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. So Monica, I want to introduce you to our audience in our Yalla Dance TV show. And you are blessed to be the first interview in the first episode.
Oh, no pressure.
You'll be in the history of Yalla Dance TV
Oh, no pressure at all. Okay.
So, it's a pleasure for me. You started the talk show in Yalla Dance TV show. We have a lot of good dancers, good friends. They are coming to share the information with us and bring you. You are watching your house. More information. What is belly dance? Why people feel amazing? Why it is spreading around the world? Why it never stop? You know, everybody like to feel sparkly.
Yeah. Yes.
And happy. So Monica, when did you start learning belly dance? How long?
Oh,
How many moons?
How many moons has it been? How many? No. I've been dancing now. I started about 10 years ago, and originally I started. There was a fitness class for belly dancing, and I wanted to do it with my daughter. And she at the time said, "Oh no, Mom, I can't do it with you. That would be weird." So I let her sign up. She took belly dancing first, and she learned a few things. But then she also realized it was a lot of work. So
Sure.
she said, I'm done. Your turn, Mom."
She gave up.
She gave up, and so she then said, "Okay, Mom, if you want to go and take it, you can." And I was hooked.
You
I
never
haven't stopped. I haven't stopped since. Have not stopped.
You found your place.
I found a place where other strange, interesting people
Yeah.
like me can be found. And really, at least for me, I never came from a dance background. I never took dance when I was a little girl.
And me too.
And I was, I'm not going to say my age of when I started, but I was up there in my years.
Okay.
And so, shh, we don't
It's a
tell my
secret.
age. It's a secret. It is a secret. So I was what I consider an older dancer. I didn't have a background in dance. And so for me, it was a challenge just because I always felt like I had two left feet. But I learned very quickly I didn't. And there were other people who were similar, who were just doing it for fun, which is always important.
Exactly. This is the goal. for
That's the main
belly
reason I did it.
If you
was
don't
fun.
have fun, don't do it.
No. That's with anything, not just belly
Yes,
dancing.
pleasure.
But yeah, it was something that I found that I loved, and of course the costuming is so
Ooh,
pretty.
the coins.
And all the pretty things you get you to
Jingle.
wear and jingle. Yes. And so now I have several closets full of things. And
Aw.
my husband, I'm not sure, is too happy about it, but he always says, "You need something else." I'm like, "Yes, I don't have this in blue. I need blue."
Exactly. He understands. I know
He does,
him.
yes.
He is very good support for her.
Yes.
This is very important. I always, okay, today is the first interview, but in the next interviews, the audience you watch the belly dancers always talk about everything, but when talk, oh, very nice, the support of my family, or if you did it with your daughter, she stopped, you keep doing it. So family, friends, family, people have things in common, and it's very nice, the support, you know. This make the keep going.
Yes.
This is the secret.
And even sometimes I have other friends whose family or spouses necessarily aren't as supportive.
Exactly.
It feels awkward in the beginning for them to come. Usually they switch over and end up enjoying it. But if anything, you find support in your fellow dancers. And there are so many dancers who are willing to, after class or at the beginning of a show or after a show, and go, "That was fabulous. That was so beautiful,
It's
and
nice.
that was so great that you did that.
Exactly.
And that's where you get a lot of your supporters from other fellow dancers.
And the belly dance is also a good way to have social life. Because sometimes people work with something totally different, or don't teach belly dance or something related, and they feel tired, the whole week working, so weekends I have some meeting, I have my class, I have some performance, so it's a good way to socialize, and plus the audience, when they go to watch us, it's so nice when we feel the energy, the happiness, they feel like, oh, nice, so this is very important. This is I think after have fun is the second goal, because if you just dance and you cannot share with cultural things with people, it's very sad.
Yes.
Keep it for you.
It's stingy. It's greedy to keep it a little bit for yourself. But when you can share it, and when you get comfortable enough to share it with other people, I know for myself, I've taken it kind of on myself to make sure and be authentic to whichever dance style that I happen to be doing, that I'm not offending anyone, I'm not being disrespectful to the dance style, and trying to be authentic.
The purpose. The dance is
Exactly.
the opposite, is put the woman
Yes.
up.
Yes.
And giving work for the female universe.
Yes. Yeah, that empowerment. Yeah. It's very important.
Exactly. So, Monica, what you do in your professional life? Beside the belly dance.
Beside the belly dance.
It's very interesting. Pay attention.
Most people have a difficult time being a professional belly dancer and making a living from that, which those that can, kudos for you. I'm very
Congratulations.
jealous. Yeah, exactly. But for me, my daytime job is I write children's books, which most people go, wait, you belly dance and you write children's books? How does that work? Which I think has been a great escape for me, because writing children's book, I'm at home. I can work all day in my pajamas if I want to, because I'm just writing and I'm making up things in my head, or I'm researching or whatever, and it's a very lonely business. On occasion I can get together with other writers or go to a conference and that sort of thing, but it's very lonely and it's very quiet. And so when I started doing the belly dancing and having that chance to be with other people, other energetic people, and socialize and learn more about another culture, that was fantastic. So it's a very nice balance.
So keep your life in balance.
Yes.
Okay, and do you think have some kind of connection between your professional life as a writer? You work a lot with the ludic, the fantasy, and the kids universe, and I know you are very creative. So, but do you think the belly dance, because belly dance is almost lifestyle, it's not more sport or dance, just you, right? Because have the social thing. So do you think the belly dance help a little bit in your job help a little bit in the belly dance? Do you think have some kind of connection?
Oh yeah, sure, because both have to be creative. I mean, it's one thing if I'm learning a choreography and my instructor or my friend has said this is the way we're going to do it. Okay, that's fine. That's still creative and you still have to make it your own. But when you're doing improvisational work, or someone puts on some music and says,
like
go
I
and
do
dance.
with
Yeah,
you.
like you do all the time. I'm putting on some music, go dance. Okay. That allows you to be creative and confident, which is the same as what I do with my work, is I have to be creative and confident in what I'm writing. But the nice thing too is that it's also that balance of I'm at home and not being very active, but then I get to go out and belly dance where I'm very physically active. And being physically active, as all the scientists have shown, the more physically active you are, the more that helps with creativity, helps with your health, helps with your mental state of being, and your sense of happiness. And so it's a very nice balance.
Perfect for a woman.
It is. It is. I get to make my own hours with both jobs.
Exactly. This is perfect. So, what do you think if let's say one woman say, oh, you do belly dance, what's the benefits? What benefits you get with this? If you want to convince your friend to take some class, why do you recommend belly dance for a woman?
I smile and I go, look, it makes me happy.
Just look at me.
Just look at me. No, most people they'll ask and say, do you belly dance? First why do you do that? So I explain that. And if they're thinking about taking a class, doing something, I basically say that it's much more of a challenge than you think it is. It's physically active. You will get your heart rate up. You will still work up a sweat, instead of going and
You need to
pumping iron
learn
at the
the
gym.
aerobic culture
Yeah,
to don't do
exactly.
mistakes
Yeah.
in the perform.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also fun. And I've said to so many of my girlfriends, I said, it doesn't hurt to try something different.
Yeah.
I didn't start dancing till, well, we're not saying that age. I start dancing.
Yeah. A few weeks ago.
Yeah, just a short while ago. Just a little while ago. But I said to them, it has really helped me find my health, my stamina, my happiness, my well-being, and really it's helped a lot with my relationship, even with my family. I mean, my husband's a huge supporter of what I do, and my daughters.
They
my
always
youngest
watch this show. They always be in the audience.
Yes, my youngest one has hardly missed any single show,
Oh,
and it
it's
really,
very nice.
when she can't be there, she feels very bad about
But
it.
you make some film in the
I make
show.
film and I share it with her, and she'll go, oh, Mom, I like this, or I don't like that, or what was that?
This is so nice. And my son, poor guy,
Yep.
since he was little boy, he knows the Arabic songs, and
Yeah.
he's like, no, I know this one. He
He
grew up watching mom
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah, exactly. And it's nice when, well, I don't know if your son does this, but my daughters do this. They'll hear a song and they'll go, oh, Mom, listen to this one.
Yeah,
Wouldn't this be fun? This would be a fun one. You should choreograph something
You
like this.
should
I'm like,
do this.
oh, I got a list like this long of all these songs that they've asked me to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll get to them. Someday.
So, I think you shared a lot of good things with the audience,
Mhm.
and I think
so.
you gave a lot of motivation. And in my opinion, this is my view in this few weeks doing belly dance. Also, I don't want to tell how long.
Yeah, we haven't been doing this very long.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah.
So what I detected, sometimes people just need motivation.
Yeah.
Belly dance is a huge source of motivation.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you can recommend now for our audience to do belly dance, no matter body type, age, where, nothing. What's your football team? No,
That would be interesting. That would be a lot of
yeah,
fun.
like one dancer from one
Hey,
team.
new project. Yeah, new project.
New
We'll get on that. We'll get on that one next.
Make like championship.
Yeah.
So leave a message for our audience today. Stand up and start doing belly dance.
I think it takes a big step to go into a dance studio. It's the same as going into a studio
And
in a
find
gym.
good professional.
And I find a good professional, be careful, make sure that you ask a lot of questions before you take the class.
Exactly.
Make sure when you're going to a class, there should be some sort of warm-up at the beginning and a cool-down at the end. That's very important. From experience, I did take in the beginning, and I won't say where, but a class where there wasn't cool-down at the end, and I was injured and had to do some physical therapy for that. So it's very important that you do
Yes.
warm-up and cool-down. It's very, very
Because
important.
it's not so.
It's not just, okay, I just
Yeah,
did a little something
yeah,
and walk off. No, you
exactly.
have physically worked muscles that you didn't know existed.
You need to say to your body
Oh my
when
gosh.
you finish, okay, let's
Yeah.
calm down and come back to normal
Yeah.
life.
When you look at your hips later and go, I never knew that was there. Oh my gosh. But it can be difficult and a little overwhelming to walk into a brand new studio. But if you take a beginner class, almost everybody that's in there is at the same place you are. Everybody had to start at the beginning. And on top of that, if you have a good instructor, they're going to make you feel comfortable from the very beginning, no matter what your level, what you can do. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, there are certain dance moves that, like a 3/4 shimmy, which may be somewhere later on the show, will be demonstrated or whatever, but a 3/4 shimmy, once it was introduced to me, it took me almost a year to get it.
Nothing wrong
Perfect.
with this.
And now
you
it's
keep
muscle
trying
memory.
the challenge.
Yeah, you keep trying. And there will be certain moves that'll come very easily, and you celebrate those successes.
Yeah.
And you have other ones that you're like, oh, I can't do that yet. But that's what we always say. I can't do that yet. Eventually, maybe a year, but eventually, hopefully you'll be able to do it. And if anything, the other thing we always say when we're in the dance studio is we're in here doing it. Those other people aren't doing it. So kudos to us.
Totally true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And belly dance is existed thousand years. It's not brand new dance. They don't create it like 1 week ago. Like
No, yeah.
So
the football players. That's gonna be a whole new program.
So it's a very ancient dance. It started like today in the episode. So we are talking about the root of belly dance. So started in ancient Egypt with the goddess and kings and queens and all these kingdom things, like a sacred dance, like a ritual dance for the fertility just for women, because it was a homage for the queen, and all the has a beautiful and rich history behind the background of belly dance when it started. But as everything in the world, the belly dance starts suffering transformations, like metamorphosis, like evolution, and follow all the history of the world. So it's not just one dance like they create, let's move with the hips and that's it. No, it has background, have connection with the culture, the Middle East culture, Oriental culture, all this. So it's very nice, it never ends. If you start student belly dance, if you start like living this kind of lifestyle, not just sport, you be not just physically, psychologically feeling good, you'll be very a lot of knowledge, because you have a lot of rich, beautiful culture, and we need to respect this, because each belly dancer, each professional, when they do one performance, they are representing not just the dance, they are representing this background. So we need to respect this. Even when the dancer do some fusion with modern dance, with something funny, but always have the root of belly dance included in one respect. Have limited to do this. You cannot just, I do crazy stuff because I'm from modern style. Some belly dancers are from traditional, or other, have a lot of different ways, like arms, like fingers.
Yeah,
So
it's become like a tree.
Yes.
It has these deep roots.
but the root need
the
to
root's
be
the same. Yeah.
respected. So I always do fusion with modern things, but I know my limit, because I always want to show for the audience my respect with the dance, with the culture, the Arabic culture. So this is very important. So if you are interested to learn, don't wait, just look for a good professional, go learn, start searching, you feel enchanted, you feel like, wow, I have a lot of this. And
You get hooked.
it's cultural, you can share with your family the information, it's very nice. You keep all the family involved. You do your first performance, and your husband, your kids, your neighbor, your mom, it's very nice. So thank you so much for this first talk show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
the talk show department. And don't change, because after this amazing conversation with Monica Harris, we have the first class, so you try the first movement, very simple, the Yalla movement of the day. So we have a short class, don't change, we will be back.
Don't start them with 3/4 shimmy.
No, we'll do warm up first.
Good
Okay?
girl. Good girl.
Okay, bye. Thank you, Monica.
Oh, thank you. It's so
Thank
wonderful
you.
being here.
Alright, before you start dancing, don't forget your warm up. So the first exercise will be just a circle with your neck, one complete circle, one side and to the other side. Shoulders rotation to the back. Good enough. Now let's do some side bumps with your hips. Side to side, side to side. Let's lift your arms to the top like you want to touch the sky. And to complete, let's do some steps. Just keep your feet in the high heel alternating. Okay? And we are ready to start. Now we are ready to start the first Yalla dance movement. So the first movement we call little round or little circle. So I will make one little circle using my hips. But before I start the movement, I need to check my position, my posture. So I need to keep my heels on the floor, bend my knees a little bit, pull in my abs, and put my shoulders a little bit back, and my arms a little bit bended, okay? So I'm ready to start. So the little circle, I will imagine I need to connect 4 points. The first point will be in front of me, second on the side, third in my back, and the number 4 in my other side. So let's do the first point in front of me. Just contract your abs a little bit, pull in. The second movement, just bump to the side. The third movement, just lift your back a little bit. And the number 4, other side. So now I will change my position so you can see better. First, pull in. Okay? Second, just bump to the side. Third movement, just lift a little bit, very little on the back. And then number 4, bump to the other side. If I put all these points, these 4 points connected, I will have a little circle. So let's try. Okay, first, 1, 2 to the side, 3 in the back, 4 other side. Let's try connect all. 1, connected 2, connected 3, connected 4, and start again. 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. You need to feel the movement as you are drawing a little circle on the floor and the pencil is standing in your hips. So if I have my pencil here, I'm drawing a little circle on the floor, okay? So feel the movement, keep your heels on the floor, close your eyes if you prefer, so you can feel you are making the little circle. So this is the first Yalla dance movement, little circle or little round. See you next episode. Bye. Let's keep dancing.